I recorded 2 videos yesterday, and the footage is just deleted itself magically off my computer. So I just wanted to let you know that off rep, I'm not particularly happy right now. But the show will go on, and I guess I'm reacting to this. When a predator realizes he's been caught, there's a predator, he gets caught. It seems good enough to me. So like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby.
I don't have AirPods in. This happens more often than it doesn't. I'll tell you that.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and a dad.
In April of 2024,
Congrats, he's a dad.
the community is left horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her care home in Geneva, Illinois. Kane County detectives launched an urgent investigation, confronted with the grim task of unmasking a predator hidden among the very staff entrusted to protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities. Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome,
Rett syndrome, a rare genetic neurological and developmental disorder that affects the way the brain develops. So she can't speak, stand, use her hands, and she was taken advantage of by one of these nurses. So shouldn't it be really easy to track down which one it was? I feel like a simple paternity test would just immediately expose whoever it was. It's not like they're gonna come forward. They fucking sexually assaulted a disabled person. Of course they're gonna be a wolf in sheep's clothing and pretend they're still a good fucking nurse. Just go down to the source. Just DNA test that bitch. And by that bitch, I mean the baby.
who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests. Investigators with the Kane County Sheriff's Department compiled a list of all male employees who had access to her in late summer 2023.
That's sexist, actually. Why would they only signal out the male employees? Come on now, women are just as capable of impregnating women as men. God, the fucking gall. Can you believe this shit?
Interviewing each one and collecting DNA samples.
Oh, they one by one have to collect DNA samples from all the dudes who work here?
Yes, I'm Brooke. This is Brandon. We're both.
Come on in.
Thank you.
So,
What have they told you so far?
So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning, so I am assuming something happened with that resident. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So,
You okay?
You acting real nervous right now, buddy, for someone who has nothing to hide. This guy's breathing is sounding like he's just run a marathon. Why is he so nervous? Does he even know the full story? That's suspicious. This seems very sus.
very serious happens.
And you're just so you're not in any trouble.
I really enjoy my job, and the fact that, sorry,
No, it's okay.
the thought of that happening is very troubling and upsetting for me.
Okay. And like I said, nobody has accused you of anything.
No, I'm 100% aware. It's sorry.
Fair enough, I think.
I'm crying for myself. I'm upset for the rest.
It's okay.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed like anybody else acting strange around them, or anybody that shouldn't be in their rooms?
No,
or...
I mean, we are very, I mean, we don't open the door for everyone. And as for staff, I mean, before this incident, I never thought anyone would do something.
And I feel like that is the entire point of why that person chose to even do this in the first place. Because, you know, it was a disabled woman, so she couldn't fucking tell anybody that happened. It just happened. And then he thought he could just go about the rest of his fucking day. Unfortunately for him, she got pregnant. I believe him when he says he's mourning, or he's like worked up for the residents. Taking care of disabled people like that probably isn't the easiest job in the world. So you'd want to be surrounded by people who genuinely have the best interest of that person in mind while they're taking care of them. When you're not taking care of them, you can still be like, they're okay, they're with so-and-so. But clearly someone took advantage of that. And now that person's job and their life is probably ruined. And that kid isn't going to have a father or a mother, but their father's just going to end up in jail before they even get a chance to meet them.
That was kind of one of our other questions. Is there anybody you would think would be capable of of
I
harming?
would have never have thought this would happen at Markland's.
Okay.
Before they move on to question other employees, he leaves them one urgent request.
Catch the bastard.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Catch that bastard. I 100% agree with that guy.
After speaking with several more employees, investigators are left with no clear leads. However, they do learn that prior to the COVID pandemic, only female staff typically cared for female residents, a policy one employee said changed due to staffing shortages.
They should not have
Investigators
changed
move
that.
on. Next meeting with former employee, 22-year-old Isaiah Fields.
How you doing? Good. You want to go in or just talk out here?
Whatever you want.
How'd the fights go? I heard you were out there fighting in Chicago.
Yeah, I was fighting in the Golden Gloves tournament.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. I lost by decision in the finals, but I was there, like I had him chicken legging, so
Okay.
I'll see him again, you know.
All right, good. Good for you, man.
Rivalries and
So this guy's a fighter?
Yeah. It's awesome.
After briefly
Officers,
meeting
watch
Isaiah's
out.
mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was, an incident that happened there involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what when you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
like early August to like, but definitely sometime in September.
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
I honestly don't remember. It was still warm outside.
Interesting. It's April, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September is the ninth month. 4 minus would leave you to 12, then 3. So that'd be 7 months. Is she 7 months pregnant? These are the things I need to know. How pregnant is she?
So
Okay.
maybe early to mid-September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was, what they call it? PSP,
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that before.
the personal support.
Okay.
But I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any like duties that I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
So everything I did was shadowed by another person,
Okay, so you're always with somebody for the most part?
like 90% of the time.
So what about the other 10%? And so he was a trainee. Does that mean he had like no emotional connection? He had no emotional ties to any of the people in this place? Interesting. It's a popcorn machine. This is a nice kitchen in the basement. They must be rich as hell. They have 2 kitchens, one upstairs and one in the basement. Damn.
Like left earlier,
Okay.
like one of the managers that were I was shadowing had to go do whatever
Gotcha.
managers do.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any problems with anybody? Did you ever see anybody that you thought was a little off? Like, another, especially a male employee, anybody that you thought like something, this guy's made some statements or he said something or just the way his interaction was with the residents?
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to get
Chummy with anybody?
Attached, right.
After leaving Isaiah, investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby?
Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation.
Okay.
So I can't go into details about that.
Okay.
I can't.
Can I ask you about a certain individual that may have
Yeah.
Isaiah Fields?
That's who we just talked to.
Dun-dun.
Yeah. So we just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed, a DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation where he waits for questioning to begin.
Was he arrested? I guess the DNA evidence is irrefutable evidence, right? So I guess they arrested him for that. So what did that coworker know about Isaiah here that they didn't tell us? Because if it was the DNA test that got him, what was he about to say about Isaiah? Why did he bring his name up? Why did he say that name?
These chains hurt.
Good.
Please, Lord Jesus, come to me.
No. Jesus can't help you here, buddy. Jesus doesn't fucking rape disabled people, okay? Get Russell Brand out of here. He rapes and then he fucking calls on Jesus to save him. Fuck out of here.
Please, Lord Jesus, never leave my side. Please don't leave me trying to get there, Lord Jesus.
Investigators enter and read his Miranda rights.
Let me just start by asking, do you have any idea why you would be there right now? Okay, no clue?
No clue,
Okay.
not at all.
You know why I talked to you before, right, about the Markland stuff?
I
So,
never got any, you just told me it was a case of Markland.
okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long?
Did he work there just specifically to clap disabled cheeks? Was that his entire plan, was just to do that and then quit so that he could fucking just have done that? Well, but that's still crazy because why? I can't imagine why anyone would do what he did. I mean, like, scratch the fact that this person is disabled. He raped a person. What the fuck?
What your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you can just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, it was just training, like 3 weeks. We just sat in a room and watched videos all day. That was it.
However, several employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
And what were your daily activities when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting them up, dressed, changed, and then transferring them to CDS, and then repositioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back home.
Oh, so you and Isaiah were literally changing these people and bathing them and, taking care of them because they can't move, so they need people to take care of them. That sounds like an awful lot more than just watching videos. Now why would Isaiah not remember, probably the most important part of his job? Could he be withholding information? No, not Isaiah. He's always telling the truth, right?
Training how to bathe, how to
Yes.
care for them.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well?
Yes.
But he would have never been alone?
No.
Something like that?
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub, and they have a chair, and they're completely, obviously,
Submerged?
No,
Or-
not
oh,
submerged.
okay.
No, the water is running, or they have what is it called?
Like a faucet or a shower head?
So you basically sit not like this, but a chair in a shower, and then you can take it off and
Yes.
spray them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh
at some
god,
point,
just the thought of this dude being in there with the victim. So if he was always in training, when would he have been left alone with the victim in order to, do the deed? Because if he's in training, wouldn't there always be a supervisor present? Or is it just the literal first moment that a supervisor leaves, he's like, all right, this is my opportunity. Haha.
at the end of your training, were you not with the trainer anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule during the day?
I forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period.
Sure.
So like you were always like with someone until you were like considered an actual nurse.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
Would you have left him alone, or anybody for that matter, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees with the residents or anything like that?
They're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
Right, so then how did this happen?
Isaiah insists that he remained in his probationary period until he claims he was fired for consistently showing up late.
I just don't really fit in too many people.
Employees who trained Isaiah highlighted odd behavior he exhibited during his training.
Oh?
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do you have to do it that way? And it's like, you're in healthcare. There's specific ways to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a loosey-goosey rule follower, eh? Which is a bad thing in the healthcare industry. If your fucking doctor comes in one day and he's like, hey, I'm just thinking maybe for this surgery I wasn't gonna use gloves. Like, no, what? Huh? No. You follow the rules and you follow them to a T. There's people's lives in danger here. You're a healthcare worker. You can't cut corners. People will die.
He would face box some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad.
He would fake box them? Like he would walk up to them and they would probably be unresponsive because they were disabled. That's a weird thing to do, probably. Kind of seems like he's treating these disabled people. I mean, I don't know if that's enough to say he's treating them like objects. Pretending to attack a disabled person is not a good look, okay? But I don't know if it's necessarily the worst thing in the world.
I should clarify, he never actually did. No, he never actually did.
Okay.
As the interrogation continues, Isaiah appears to become overwhelmed with emotion, and investigators work to put him at ease.
What's upsetting you?
You know what you did.
It's okay.
He knows what he did. Look at him.
Listen, if something's upsetting
He's
you,
crying because he got caught.
let's see what we can do to help.
And now his life is over because he got caught doing
Like,
something
anything in
dumb.
particular, just just life's not easy, you know.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sure life's not easy when you fucking rape people. You're fucking always on the run because as soon as you get caught, then people will always know you as a rapist.
That's all.
I get life gives us some curveballs sometimes.
It's like 24/7. I've never had the guidance of a man. My father died when I was really young.
Oh,
Oh, boo fucking who. That doesn't... what is that, like an excuse to rape? What's that Dave Chappelle bit? He rapes because he saved... No, he saves... Something about that. Something about saving people with rape. Look, it's a pretty funny special, but yeah, that's what this is reminding me of.
I don't know. I've just never really had like proper guidance, you know.
As one detective leaves the room to get Isaiah more water and a snack, the remaining investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
take a breath. You're okay. Not gonna let anything happen to you. You're all right. And I'm really sorry to hear that about your dad and stuff, okay?
Good cop, bad cop type shit. Fucking, it's okay, man. Just tell me everything I need to know. Just admit to this thing and it'll all be good.
It's sorry. Come on. It's okay. It takes a lot for you to sit here.
He's handcuffed.
Allow yourself to have these feelings. You know, to allow yourself to have emotion. That can be a lot, especially in front of people you don't know.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I just think it'd be within my best interest to give it to you.
I can
Interesting.
ask you any more questions then.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll leave you at it.
Did they give him a candy?
Son.
They gave him a fucking candy because he was crying like a kid. He gave him a candy to fucking console him. Can I have a candy?
What's that?
I'm reading them out.
Yeah, you tell them. Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and had a dad.
They dropped this bombshell on him at the last second. How was he going to react?
As investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences he's facing.
My life is cool, bro.
Yes, sir.
Idiot.
Yes, sir. So basically, he did it. I feel like that's good enough as an admission of guilt, right? I feel like that. Yeah, that's an admission of guilt. Fuck you, dude.
Just give me the opportunity, Lord Jesus.
Fuck you, man. Jesus can't help you. Jesus helps the righteous, not the rapists.
Just give me one chance. That's all I have is give me one chance. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'll do anything. I'll do a military fucking thing, right? I'll donate all my money. I'll
What?
homeless without car. I'll do anything, God. Please.
What? None of that's gonna even remotely fucking help you. None of that's gonna undo the fact that this woman's having a baby with your DNA and that you raped a fucking disabled lady. See, this is the thing about religion, is that people like this use it as a crutch whenever they do something bad. They think they can just go to Jesus or God and be like, oh, it's all good now. Look, guys, I know God, right? God is on my side, so I'm pretty much immune to all your laws. Your stupid laws can't fucking touch me. And it's like, dude, you raped a lady. You raped a lady. Fuck out of here, dude. Go to jail. Rot in jail. And that goes for him and Russell Crowe and any other rapists out there.
Please, just give me one more chance. Please. Please allow me a chance into this child's life.
No, fuck you, dude.
Just let us know anything.
Why is he negotiate? God isn't the prosecutor. All of this is on camera as well. God isn't handling this case. There's nothing he can do.
Please don't make me spend years in jail. I'm praying.
Multiple news outlets have reported that Kate developed a dangerous pregnancy condition known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died after spending 11 weeks in neonatal intensive care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release from the state attorney's office, on January 14, 2025, Isaiah Fields pled guilty to aggravated criminal sexual assault and was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in the Illinois Department of Corrections.
Yeah, fuck that guy. 25 years. Fuck you, dude. You don't get to just do that and walk free. Well, he will in 25 years, but by then he'll be like 50, 60.
Days credited for time spent in the Kane County Jail. In addition, Isaiah must register for life as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual Offender Registration Act.
Well, that's a happy ending, actually. Usually these body cam videos end with like the fucking perp getting, 2 days in jail. But no, this guy's spending 25 years of he just lost 25 years of his life, and rightfully so. You notice how when he was at his house, right, he was just living his life. He was going to fucking boxing tournaments. So not only did he, rape that lady, but then once he did it, he never thought about it until the cops showed up. He genuinely thought he was gonna get away with it, but she got pregnant, which I guess is lucky, because if she had never gotten pregnant, and he would have gotten away with it for his life, that would have gone to the grave. So I don't know if it's a good thing that she got pregnant, but it's convenient for the fact of arresting the man who was responsible. Right? At least now he can't just continue living his life as if he, wasn't a sex offender. Let's see what we have in the comments. It's scary to think he was only caught because he didn't use protection. If he did, he most likely would have never found out. Hopefully there were no more cases there, but it's hard for us to know. They only mentioned this one. Makes you wonder how much of this abuse goes unnoticed. Makes me sick. Makes me sick as well. And yeah, who knows how many fucking people are getting sexually assaulted by their caretakers in like a retirement home or something like that, or in a place where there's a bunch of disabled people who need help. And I don't want to say that the only way they can get caught is if they get them pregnant, because there has to be another way. Genuinely should just be cameras everywhere. He was left alone with her once and completely abused that trust. That's crazy. The way the detective said, "Oh, by the way, you're the dad," was so perfect. I just like that they waited until the very last second of the interview, after he said he wanted an attorney, to reveal that they already had all the evidence they needed against him. They basically fucking full housed his ass, laid all the cards on the table, and he was like, "Wait a minute, fuck, they already know." So yeah, DNA doesn't lie. Not having guidance from a father is absolutely no excuse for anything. He wants another chance because he got caught. Poor woman. Yeah, fuck that guy. And then he kept trying to use God and religion as a fucking Hail Mary to get himself out of that situation. But no God can help you. The only God that can help you is Satan. And I don't think he's a God. I think he was cast from heaven. I think there's only one God. But that depends on who you ask. It's just really complicated. It's complicated. Like, what is the mindset there? Why would he... I still don't even understand why someone would go through with this. But I guess that's what makes me not a fucking criminal. Well, I'm still a little mad that I won't be able to post the videos I reacted to yesterday. But at the very least, this is gonna go out and it has a good ending. The guy was caught. Is it a good thing that the baby didn't thrive? No, that's tragic. Is it? Yes. Yeah, I think it's a good thing, because if that baby actually lived a lot longer, his mom wouldn't be able to take care of it. His dad wouldn't be able to take care of it. So yeah, I think it's for the best. That might be a hot take. Let me know. But that's the end of this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Man, 25 years might not be enough.